Welcome back to Nancy Grace. You are right here with us for a very special election season edition of Nancy Grace on CNN. It's my show. Anyway, what we're doing for this election season is breaking down the important things for y'all. We're letting you know where the candidates stand on the issues like rape and abortion and incest and child murderers and adulterers, people who don't pay their taxes. So basically, these are all the important issues that the American people want to know about. This is what's going to affect my life, and I guess your life too, but you know, my life's more important. Anyway, what we're going to do right now is to interview Mr. Leonard X Perfect. He is the neo-tarian liberal Nazi candidate for the 2008 presidential election here in the United States of America. Mr. Perfect, a pleasure to have you with us. Please explain the very confusing name behind your party.
I'm happy to be here, Nancy. I am of the Neo-Nazi Libertarian Initiative Party.
This country is in the throes of an economic crisis right now that was perpetrated by the liberals and the terrorists and, of course, the Jews. How do you see this playing out over the next couple of years? You know, assume you're elected. Over your first 4-year term, what will you do to negate what the Jews have done to our country?
Well, first, I will outlaw the Democratic Party. Second, I'm going to pose a hostile takeover of CNN.
America, wait a minute. Nancy Grace is on CNN. You can't just go taking over CNN because you see fit. If anyone's going to take over CNN, it's Nancy Grace. I thought I was behind you, young man, but if you were going to be taking over my network, I don't think I'm okay with that.
Well, Nancy, we don't stand behind bleedy vag bitches.
Well, really?
I'm afraid so.
Now, Mr. Perfect and America, as you know, the 17-year-old daughter of Vice Presidential Republican candidate Sarah Palin, she's preggers. She's 17 years old, she's having a baby. She ain't married yet. I mean, this is not New Mexico. She's not married yet. She's only 17. Okay, give her a year or two and then she's ready for that commitment. But she's having a baby. How do you feel about this? You know, they're just peeing all over American values. What does that make you think? What does that make you feel, Mr. Perfect?
Well, Nancy, this brings up my party's stance on abortion. Instead of aborting babies or the women's right to choose, we actually will ship all unwanted pregnancies over to Africa to cure the hunger crisis.
So you're advocating that the Africans can eat our unwanted babies?
Not in so many words.
But in so many words, that's what you're saying.
Essentially.
So you're sending our unwanted children, which are still perfect, beautiful little angels, like my own 2 children, over to some other continent so savages can have them with a side of Spam and maybe a soda pop?
Essentially, the best case scenario, the children would first be infected with some sort of deadly virus.
To kill the savages?
Of course.
Oh, well then Nancy Grace supports it. Well, Mr. Perfect, it has been it's been something having you on the show. I'm not really sure what it is, and I don't think I'll be voting for you, but I do appreciate your racism. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Perfect. Come back again anytime. Really. Really. Well, America, Nancy Grace has done it again, and another one of our special election season editions. We showed you where one of the major candidates stands on the issues. Children and rape and the rape of children and eating children, I guess, and killing savages. That's what America's all about, y'all. Nancy Grace, we do it all here, and we do it all for you and for Nancy Grace. Stay tuned to our next edition where we will have on the old guy and the hot one that are running for the Republicans. Have a good night, y'all.